Hi everyone, welcome back to the Bilingual channel. I'm David, and today we have an exciting topic for you, the life and work of one of the greatest scientists of all time, Albert Einstein.
Hello, viewers. I'm Emily, and I'm thrilled to join David as we dive into the fascinating world of Albert Einstein. From his revolutionary ideas to his impact on science, there's so much to discuss. And we'll be highlighting a few key terms along the way to help you understand his theories and contributions.
Yes, and to start us off, let's talk about relativity. Relativity is one of Einstein's most famous contributions, and it refers to the way that space, time, and gravity interact with each other.
Exactly, David. Einstein's theory of relativity actually includes two parts, special relativity and general relativity, both of which fundamentally changed our understanding of how the universe works.
In special relativity, Einstein introduced the idea that the laws of physics are the same for all observers and that the speed of light is constant in a vacuum. This was groundbreaking at the time.
Yes, and it also introduced the famous equation E equals mc squared, which means that energy and mass are interchangeable. This equation has had massive implications, especially in nuclear physics.
Great point, Emily. Now let's talk about spacetime. In Einstein's work, spacetime combines space and time into a single concept, showing that they're interconnected and that gravity can curve this fabric of spacetime.
Right. This idea was revolutionary because it suggested that massive objects, like stars and planets, actually bend spacetime around them, which is what we perceive as gravity.
Speaking of gravity, let's explain Einstein's general theory of relativity. This theory expanded on special relativity and explained gravity as a result of the curvature of spacetime by massive objects.
Exactly. Before Einstein, scientists thought of gravity as a force between objects, but general relativity showed that it's actually due to the bending of spacetime. This has been confirmed by many experiments since.
Another key term to know is quantum mechanics. While Einstein contributed to the development of quantum mechanics, he had some reservations about it because it introduced the concept of randomness, which he famously struggled with.
Yes, Einstein once said, "God does not play dice with the universe." This shows his discomfort with the idea that the universe might be inherently unpredictable at the smallest scales.
Quantum mechanics focuses on the behavior of particles at very small scales, where things behave differently than they do at the larger scales described by relativity.
Absolutely. And quantum mechanics, along with relativity, is one of the two main pillars of modern physics. Einstein's work influenced both fields, even if he didn't fully agree with quantum mechanics.
Now, Emily, let's take a moment to talk about Einstein's brain. His brain has been a subject of study because many people were curious about the biology behind his intelligence.
Yes, after his death, scientists examined his brain and found some unusual structures, but we still don't fully understand what made him so brilliant.
Right. It's interesting, though, that Einstein himself attributed his success not to special talent, but to his curiosity and passion for learning.
That's inspiring. Now, David, shall we remind our viewers to subscribe? If you're enjoying this discussion on Einstein, don't forget to subscribe to the Bilingual channel. You'll find definitions of today's key terms in the description.
Yes, thank you, Emily. Now, another interesting part of Einstein's life was his work as a pacifist. He was deeply committed to peace, especially after witnessing the destruction of World War I.
Absolutely. Even though his work indirectly led to the development of the atomic bomb, he was a strong advocate for nuclear disarmament and used his influence to promote peace.
That's right. He even wrote a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt warning him about the potential for atomic weapons, though he later regretted the role he played in their development.
Another important contribution by Einstein was his role in the Manhattan Project, the research effort that eventually led to the creation of the atomic bomb. Though Einstein wasn't directly involved, his theories paved the way for it.
Yes, and his equation E equals mc was key to understanding the energy release in nuclear reactions. This is a complex part of his legacy because it's both a scientific achievement and a moral dilemma.
Exactly, David. Einstein's life was marked by a mix of scientific achievement and moral responsibility. He was also a big advocate for civil rights in America, which a lot of people don't know.
Yes, he spoke out against racism and was friends with several prominent black leaders, like W.E.B. Du Bois. Einstein's commitment to social justice is an important part of his legacy.
Another fun fact about Einstein is that he had a great sense of humor. He's often quoted for his witty remarks, which made him a unique and memorable figure.
Yes, and he was also known for his humility. Despite his fame, he led a simple life and didn't care much for material wealth or status.
That's so true. Einstein's curiosity and humility are qualities we can all admire. Let's also mention his time as a professor. Einstein taught at several universities and inspired countless students.
Yes, he taught in Germany, Switzerland, and later in the United States. His work at Princeton's Institute for Advanced Study is particularly famous.
Now, let's cover the concept of thought experiments, which Einstein often used. These are hypothetical scenarios that help scientists think through complex ideas.
Exactly. One famous thought experiment of his is the twin paradox, which explores time dilation. It's a fascinating way to illustrate the effects of special relativity.
And speaking of special relativity, did you know that when Einstein first presented this theory, it was met with a lot of skepticism?
Yes, it was so different from previous ideas that many scientists had a hard time accepting it. But over time, experiments proved him right.
Another fascinating fact is Einstein's Nobel Prize. Interestingly, he didn't receive it for relativity, but for his work on the photoelectric effect, which was crucial to quantum mechanics.
That's right, the photoelectric effect demonstrated that light can be both a particle and a wave, which was revolutionary.
And let's not forget that Einstein was an immigrant. He moved from Germany to the United States in the 1930s, escaping the rise of the Nazi regime.
Yes, and he became an American citizen and continued his research in the U.S., contributing to science and society until his death.
Overall, Einstein's life was a blend of scientific curiosity, moral conviction, and a quest for understanding the universe. He's truly one of the most inspiring figures in history.
Well said, Emily. From relativity and the photoelectric effect to his advocacy for peace and civil rights, Einstein left a lasting impact.
Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning about Einstein's life and work. Be sure to check the description for definitions of the terms we discussed.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Bilingual channel for more enlightening discussions. See you next time.